Welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Welcome to this episode. Are you worthy of more than a teaspoon? Well, yeah. I'm just so glad you're here. We're kicking things off with a powerful episode to get you thinking about yourself, how you perceive yourself in the world, how you perceive what is in your world, how this ties into your frequency, and how to start kicking up a notch or 10 your life, your frequency, right? And it all starts with perception. And that's why we're talking about, are you worthy of more than a teaspoon? Because that in itself is perception. So let's dive in. You may or may not already know, right? But everything in life is perception, right? You're looking at me now, you're listening to me now. How are you perceiving me? Am I loud? Am I quiet? Do I have curly blonde hair that likes to do its own thing? Am I wearing a pink shirt, or is it like purple or lavender? Like, how do you perceive things, right? We go through the world just making meaning after meaning after meaning all of the time, right? Because it's how we give context to our life. It's how we understand then and make meaning about this amazing human experience we have, right? And here we are on this beautiful Mother Earth, beautiful Earth, Pachamama, here in human form, ego form. But we're this infinite, eternal soul and divine cosmic being here in 3D form as our ego, our human form, perceiving everything around us, including how we think about ourselves and what we're worth. Now, I bring this up because, wow, how you think about and feel about and value and identify with the worth of yourself starts so many things from here. Self-love. This is then people talk about self-love, but it's also then that perception of how worthy you are. If you're not worthy, well, you're not going to be loving yourself, right? And I have been there, got the t-shirt, whatever else comes with the t-shirt, whatever prize comes with the t-shirt for having extremely low self-worth and self-love for myself for the better part of 3 decades, right? Starting when I was 18 with a very specific event, which I will talk about probably at another time in this podcast. I'm sure it'll come up multiple times because it was a catalyst moment for me. But that super low self-worth, and you can probably relate, right? I had a lot of hateful thoughts about myself with that low self-worth and lack of self-love. I was in depression off and on. I had suicidal ideation off and on until I kicked all of that to the curb in my 30s. And when I'm recording this now, I'm 39, right? So this has been quite the journey for me. So yeah, when I'm talking about self-worth, yeah, I know what I'm saying. I've lived that. I have lived that. And I see this played out time and again in women everywhere, in my clients. It always comes up. It always comes up. So, moving around a little bit here, but bringing it back. Are you worthy of more than a teaspoon? You think maybe that's a whimsical question, but I'm super serious. Are you worthy of more than a teaspoon? What is coming up for you right now when I say that? Maybe you're chuckling. Maybe you think, well, that's a stupid question, Teal. What is this nonsense? And you know what, though? Maybe you're saying, of course I am worthy of more than a teaspoon. And if you're saying that, well, then I say, how much more? Think about that. How much more are you worth? Are you worth, a tablespoon? Let's get a little cheeky here. Are you worth 2 tablespoons? Are you worth a quarter cup? Are you worth a pint? Are you worth a gallon? Are you worth an Olympic-sized swimming pool? Are you worth like one of those big water towers worth? Are you worth the ocean? Because this is how you're then coming to life. This is how you are coming to your life. When you are showing up in life, You are bringing these stories about your worthiness, what you are worthy of. And you bring that into every single moment in your life, in your incarnation here right now. You bring that perception and that belief then, and then that identity, subconscious identity of your value and your worth and what you are worthy of into every single aspect and moment of your life. And then you are acting and choosing and deciding and going throughout your life from that perspective. Think about it. Think about it. I'll give you an example, right? Right now, I live somewhere I love. I live somewhere I love. I live in Central Oregon, and it is absolutely beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And when my husband and I moved back, so for a time, right, we lived actually in Georgia, the state of Georgia. We moved there right before, we graduated from college. My husband moved there in advance because he was actually a year ahead of me. He moved there. He was an ROTC, Army ROTC program. We both went to Gonzaga University. He graduated a year ahead of me, and he was then stationed in Fort Stewart, which is in Hinesville, Georgia, which is really close to Savannah. So we live just outside Savannah, like just a few miles from the coast. And this amazing place, right? He moved ahead of me, and then he got deployed to Iraq for 15 months. And then I graduated and moved out there and was living there by myself while he was still deployed in Iraq. And then, of course, things all worked out. He came home. So blessed. We lived there for a number of years and then decided, okay, he's going to get out of the Army. We moved back here because we both grew up in the Pacific Northwest, me in Central Washington, Leavenworth, and him down in the Tri-Cities, Kennewick area of Washington, but moved back, he decided he wanted to go to law school we lived in the Portland, Oregon area for a time, but then we're like, gosh, we would really love to get back over here to the mountains and the drier side, not so rainy. We get snow, we get sun, all the things. We love the outdoors. It's absolutely beautiful. It's not as metropolitan and city and populous. Have a little more elbow room, right? So we get some property. And yeah, let's do it. We want to move someday. 10 years later, have we moved yet? No, we're still living over in the Portland area because it was, I want to move. It feels better. It's resonating with my soul. My energy is lit when I am over here. It is a heart calling to be over here and move. Yes, the pull, but how would we do it? But, do we have the money? But, the job. But. Reason after reason after reason, and here we are 10 years later and we hadn't moved. If you are worthy of having what you want, but doesn't come up. You're not settling for but this excuse and that excuse and this excuse and that story and that reason and this limitation and I just gotta wait a little bit longer, or but I'm not worthy of that right now because of XYZ is really what you're saying. Because if you believe truly in your heart of hearts that you're worthy and it is going to work out, because it will, because you are worthy, the universe is there with you when you choose your worthiness to create it with you in that frequency of worthiness, which is the love frequency, and that is what creates what you want. The universe is then, yes, we are doing this. Then you go do it. Maybe it doesn't happen in boom, that instant, but you take aligned action. You start moving the pieces because you are worthy in your heart and you see that you are worthy of it. There isn't then some obstacle you're coming up with, a but, that is slowing you down, blocking you, keeping you from doing it now, next year, 10 years from now, ever. So what are you worthy of and what are you not worthy of? Where's the line change between, yes, I'm worthy of this, and oh no, I'm not worthy of that? About money, about relationships, cars, houses, jobs, what you wear, the clothes you wear. Are you worthy of speaking up? Are you worthy of having yourself shine out there? Are you worthy of your health? Are you worthy of eating what you want? Living where you want? Doing what you want? Freedom. Are you worthy of having peace of mind? Where's the line? Where's the line in your life and your belief and your subconscious programming and your identity? Where does it tip from, yeah, I'm worthy of all that, to, nope, I've tipped over the line in the sand and now that feels uncomfortable and not worthy and but. Where is that? Start to look for that. Start to think about that. Because here's the deal. Like most women, I bet this is true for you. It was so true for me. It was so true for me. I'm headed to the ocean in a few months for a vacation, family vacation. It's going to be super fun. I'm taking my parents, and of course, myself, my husband, my daughter. It's going to be so fun. So it's really cool that my daughter and, then the grandparents get to go this family vacation at the ocean, rented the big beach house, all the things. So it got me thinking about the ocean, which is perfect for this call for this podcast, because you know what most of us are doing in life? You go to the ocean of life, and you're bringing a teaspoon. And you're saying, yep, here I am at this ocean of life, this infinite, limitless, can't even see beyond the horizon, huge, massive ocean of abundance and possibility and everything in the universe. All of this laid out before me. It's here. All of it. The infinite universe will give it to me. It's here. And here I am. I've come with my little teaspoon. Okay, I'm going to just take a scoop. My little teaspoon scoop. Oh, get another little teaspoon scoop. And I'm scooping with my teaspoon, so I'm getting a little bit here. Yeah, I'm scooping up the ocean with my teaspoon. How much are you getting? Not much. Just a little bit. But it's all there for you. Infinite ocean of abundance, money, joy, peace, health, loving relationships. An incredible, abundant, in every sense of the word, in every possible way, life and experience while you are here in this human ego 3D form, physical form, in this incarnation. And your soul would love for you to have all of that because it's your birthright. You were born in pure love. This is the frequency of the universe. Full stop. Love is the energy and frequency of the universe. It is the frequency of your soul. It's what you truly are. Your authentic frequency, pure unconditional love. And everything in the universe is on that frequency and available to you. But you're not at that frequency, are you, in order to receive it? Because, hey, if you're saying you're not worthy, well, that's not in a frequency of pure unconditional love, is it? That's definitely a lower frequency. And there's only love or fear. And all of that driving you for feeling not worthy stems from fears of some form. Fear of being liked, fear of people pleasing, fear of letting others down, fear about your safety, security, right? Comfort, all these different fears and stories that come from that build into this structure about what are you worthy about? What are you worthy of? What are you worthy to have, to experience? So you're coming to life with just this little teaspoon. Now the teaspoon gets a whole lot bigger as you expand your frequency. The more and more you radiate love, your true authentic frequency, now you're moving to a bigger and bigger vessel to hold more and more and more and more of the ocean, right? You step more and more into that love frequency, and you're able to just open and open and open and open and open to hold more of just the infinite, amazing goodness of the universe. And your butts get a lot less. So the more and more you step into, I'm coming to life with a bigger container now. I'm raising my frequency to come with now a gallon. I'm raising my frequency and stepping into love with, maybe a 5-gallon bucket, right? This is where the rubber starts to hit the road. As your frequency expands, your life expands. But what I want you to think about is, where is that tipping point in your life right now where things go from, yes, I am worthy, and I don't have any buts about it, to, I like that, but I can't have it. I'd like that, but is it really for me? Yeah, I like that, but it's for other people. Yeah, but I don't know how to get there. Yeah, but what if it doesn't work out? Yeah, but that's maybe for other people, not me. Yeah, but not right now. Yeah, but I can't afford it. Yeah, but if I'm healthier, I could do that. But. Start to catch yourself. Where are you in a yeah, but or a no, but? Think about that. And start to eliminate that but from your vocabulary. Because there is no but. The other little piece of this, just to drop here to think about, is there is no but. There is no but. You're working from limitation. And this is one of the biggest mistakes I see women get into when they're trying to create more in their life. They're like, yes, right? You know you already need to raise your frequency. You know your frequency creates everything in your life, right? You know this. But how come it's not working for you? Even when you feel like, yes, I have raised my frequency and I feel like I'm doing higher frequency than I've ever been, yet things aren't happening. Well, this is why. Because you are coming to life with that teaspoon. That teaspoon is limitation. That teaspoon is lack. That teaspoon is saying, I only get this. Sure, I've raised my frequency. Maybe I'm happy. Maybe I'm feeling grateful. But you know what? You still have the programming, the stories, the beliefs, the subconscious identity. All of these other things built into your ego that are anchoring you still in lack and limitation about that expansion. You're still coming with the teaspoon, even though you're like, I'm happy. I raised my frequency. Here's my teaspoon, right? Makes sense, right? So then that begs the question, did you really raise your frequency? Because in truth, when you've raised your frequency, what happens? You raise your frequency, you hear the wisdom of your soul in the universe more clearly, you are more aware, and you take then aligned action in accordance with that. There's the raised frequency in action. Not just, I think I raised my frequency, which may very well be some self-deception going on because, hey, guess what? You're still showing up with the teaspoon. Did things really change? Did things really change? No. So come at life in possibility then. Instead of the teaspoon, say, what if? What if I come with a gallon? What if I can hold an Olympic-sized swimming pool? What if I'm coming at life to hold it like a tanker truck? What if I'm coming at life to hold the expansiveness of life like the biggest water tower? What if I'm coming to hold it like a lake? What if I can hold the ocean? Possibility. If you approach life with possibility and not but, which is limitation, which is conditional, which is lack, which is tied to worthiness, yeah, it's not really happening then for you. And this is the mistake I see most women making. They're still coming with limitation. They're not coming in possibility. They're not coming in the possibility and subconscious identity of possibility, infinite potential that you already have access to as an infinite, eternal soul and divine cosmic being. Come there. Come with that energy. Come with that frequency. Come and work on that programming and those beliefs, right? And then that teaspoon is going to grow, right? And you can scoop up more and more and more and more. So get rid of the buts. Catch yourself. Pay attention to that. And that's your takeaway. Come from possibility. Get rid of the buts. Start to work from that place. Because doggone it, yes, you are worthy of more than a teaspoon. What are you worthy of? Can I hear you? Let's hear it. Say it louder. Shout. Jump up and down. You are worthy of everything. Infinite. All that is. All that exists. And guess what? It's already yours. It already exists for you. It's already yours. But the fun little journey we're all on is becoming more and more on the frequency of it, living as our soul to create it, to receive, to allow ourselves to create it and receive. So there's your takeaways. Live as possibility. Bring that energy. And get rid of the buts. All right. Thank you for being here. I'm so glad to share this with you. It's always such fun time. And then, of course, what I always say, make it a fabulous, amazing day. The world needs you, goddess. The world needs you. So shine bright. Shine bright. And what are you choosing to live more and more as love and as your soul today? Because love is always the answer. All right. Big hugs to you, and I'll see you next time.